was a misty morning in early October when Thomas O'Brien's old, rusted car rolled into the sleepy town of Dunmore, kicking up a cloud of dust as it traveled down the main street. The fog hung heavy in the air, wrapping the town in an eerie, almost surreal stillness. The road was quiet, save for the occasional sound of leaves skittering across the pavement. It was the kind of morning when the town seemed to be holding its breath. As Thomas passed the rows of quaint, weathered houses, his eyes scanned the landscape, taking in the small-town charm that seemed both unfamiliar and oddly welcoming. He had chosen Dunmore on a whim, having driven through the night with no particular destination in mind. His decision to stop here had been spontaneous, and something about the quiet beauty of the place had made him feel a strange sense of connection. But as he pulled into the only gas station at the edge of town, he felt the weight of uncertainty settle over him. This would be his home for the foreseeable future. The station attendant, a middle-aged man named Henry, barely looked up from his newspaper when Thomas approached. With a grin that seemed almost too wide for his face, Thomas introduced himself, his booming voice echoing across the empty street.
"I'm Thomas O'Brien,"
he said, shaking Henry's hand with enough force to make him wince.
"and I've come to shake things up around here."
Henry raised an eyebrow, clearly puzzled by the man's enthusiasm. He was used to the occasional traveler passing through, but something about Thomas's presence felt different. Larger, almost.
"You're not from around here,"
Henry said, trying to make small talk, his voice hesitant.
"Nope, not at all,"
Thomas said, wiping his brow with the back of his hand. He was dressed in a worn leather jacket and faded jeans, and his boots made a deliberate thud as he walked.
"I've been all over, but Dunmore has a certain charm. I'm sticking around for a while."
The two exchanged a few more words, but Henry didn't have much to say. He was used to the quiet, predictable pace of life in Dunmore, and didn't particularly care to entertain newcomers. Thomas, however, was undeterred. As he filled his tank, he struck up a conversation with a few other local residents who had stopped by, drawing them in with his contagious laugh and wild stories. The way he told tales was captivating,